All right, Letitia studied a strip chart connecting Springbok in South Africa with Windhoek in Namibia. On Annex D is a strip chart showing the roads, distances in kilometers from Springbok to Windhoek. Strip chart. Okay, this is a strip chart. I'm just gonna show how it goes. There's Springbok there, and when you go all the way up by the road, you get to Windhoek there in Namibia. Okay, let's. All right, so this is our strip chart. So 3 things I always look for in a map. One is I always start with the scale because I need to know if it's there and what does it say. So I start with the scale and look for the scale, and I know that I'm either going to get a ratio scale or a bar scale, or some people say a line scale, right? So, and then I read it so that I know how to use it. Once I'm done with that, which there's no basket, there's no scale here. The reason there's no scale here is we don't scale the strip chart, right? It doesn't have that. Also, the roads are not shown how they wind around, you know, how the shape of the roads are not shown as well. Okay, so the next thing I look for is the true north, and our true north here is that direction. So this way is west, east, and south, right? Okay, so the next thing is I look for keys, and we do have keys here. I'm so glad because I want to look at the keys. So N or B, anything that's written N or B is a national or a highway road. So there we go. N or B, there's B and there's N. These are national roads, and this is a national road or a highway road. Which one, whatever that one is, that's B as well there. Okay, so that's good. I'm sorted with that. And then we have gravel road. I'm seeing here, if you look at this road here, this looks like it's what they're talking about when they're talking about a gravel road. I think these are gravel road maybe. And then places of interest. Okay, let's see one place of there. A Fish River Canyon. Ooh, somewhere there to enjoy. Okay, that's done. Okay, that's right. Okay, now we have a map here that shows us a road and the names of the road, but there's also one more information you get on this map, which is the distance. They will give you the distance on this map. For example, the one that's circled there, that I circled there, that's 51. So that would be for the distance from this town here to this town here, right? So because you can't scale this, they give you everything. Okay, now let's see. From Springbok to Pofadder, they 171 kilometers. Okay, then how do I know from here to there? There's no distance. We're not given the distance. So if you from there to there, the distance is for 0. As I'm moving from Springbok going up N7, and I'm moving, the kilometers are counting. By the time I get to between these two towns, I am traveling. I've traveled 129. 129 kilometers. Now I'm gonna come this side, where it says 692, the final destination, coming all this way, counting up all this way, final destination 692. And it says when you're there, you've traveled 763, right? So how do I, if I were to be given this side only, how would I know what's the distance there? Very easy. Distance there, if you say 892 minus 763, you get 179, and that's how you get the distance between the two towns if they are like that, because that's not 0. Therefore you can say, okay, the total is 600. No, it starts from 663 and you say 664, 665, 666, but there's too many, so I'm not going to count my fingers. I'm just going to subtract the 2 and get the difference. Okay, same thing if I were looking for the distance in Mariental and Kimandan shop, right? I would minus the 2 numbers and I get the distance from there, from town to town. Okay. State one difference between a strip chart and a normal road chart map. Okay, a normal road map will give you the direction of the road. Like they will tell you the road turns and winds and goes like that, right? A strip chart doesn't do that. It just makes the line straight and gives you, it just turns left and gives a straight line, but there's no ways that these roads are all straight. So that's what it does. And also the strip map does not have a scale. It's not scaled, right? Okay, that's the Answer for 5.1, 5.2.1. 5.2.2 says, determine the distance between Springbok and Gobabis. Tell me how you pronounce this word. Send me a voice note on thingy on how to pronounce these words, because wow, I've been trying. Gobabis, there is Gobabis. Gaborone. If it was Gaborone, I know Gaborone is called Gaborone. Okay, but this one is Gobabis. Okay, let's move on. So from Springbok going all the way up there, the distance from there to there, remember the kilometers between each town keeps counting, and then from there, that distance there tells us Windhoek, right? That tells us you have arrived in Windhoek. So when I'm going to Gobabis, I have to also consider that there's a road going to Gobabis that's 203 kilometers. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to say the distance is equal to, and I'm write 892, which is from Springbok to Windhoek, and then I'm going to say plus, then I'm going to say plus 203, which is from Windhoek to that town over there that I can't pronounce, and the distance will be, let's add them together, 892 plus 203, and we have 1095 kilometers, right? And then we're going to go to, that's simple, we're going to go to 5.2.3, right? Identify the Namibian town found on the border between South Africa and Namibia. Okay, border, where is the, there it says Namibia and South Africa, you see that? So they say to identify the Namibian town. This is Namibia, this side. So the town and the border there will be Noordrororo. If they said identify the South African one at the border, it will be this one. Okay, I don't know how to pronounce that one either. I'm not even going to bother anymore because they're so difficult. 5.2.3. I'm going to start pronouncing them in English. Not the other way. No, I'm just kidding. Noordrororo. Is it O or R? I can't see it there.